Google used to have about 90% of the search volume. And I say used to, like that was back in the, late 90s or early 2000s. It was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. ChatGPT now represents like 30% of search. The reason being Google cluttered this whole thing up. So you have to do a whole bunch of homework. I got to read a blog. I got to look at a thing. I got to watch a video just to find out an answer to my question of, how is it that horses don't freeze to death when they're walking through the snow? Which is a real thing. I actually asked ChatGPT the other day, and
that's good to say. That's a Matt question.
It is totally
not everybody can have that, but
it's very fascinating. I won't get into it, but Google doesn't give me the answer. ChatGPT gives me the straight answer. That's why people love ChatGPT.
This is Consumed, the podcast for real estate agents who are tired of hearing the same old industry stuff and want to experience something completely different.
You are also a consumer. So when you are seeking out anything, whether it's, replacing this giant piece of equipment on your pool that you have no idea what it's even called, you're going to do what? You're going to Google it. You're going to Google it, man, which sounds like something inappropriate. Just don't Google yourself. That's what they say. So Google whatever it is you're looking for. So if I'm looking to buy a home and I don't have an agent, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to Google it. Am I going to turn to Instagram or Facebook and make a search on one of the top 4, if not the single biggest purchase in my lifetime? No.
We are pumped daily with this belief that we have to be on Instagram and Facebook. That's all my leads are going to come from Instagram and Facebook. Please share with me that stat of organic reach that you told me.
Yeah. So it's it's the engagement rate. So for business pages on Instagram, 1% engagement rate on Instagram, 1%. And again, it's not localized. You can use hashtags to try and localize it. I'm based out of Omaha, Nebraska here. So like I could use hashtag Omaha real estate. Maybe that'll help. But again, is your consumer going to Instagram, typing in hashtag Omaha real estate to try and find a real estate agent? No.
I love Instagram for dog videos and pictures of my friends and their kids. It has been ruined for me by marketing. Mm-hmm. I have to mute every single real estate agent I know, which is a lot, because they don't know how to market. It's just throwing new listing. It's I don't care. If that's what you're putting front and center, then I like to have some cocktails and I like to hit the golf course. How much time does that leave for working other than, on my, sitting in the golf cart on my 4th, whatever scotch and soda. I don't know what people drink out. I don't know if people drink out there. Maybe they're just having 17 beers.
Running around. Have you seen the ones where they run around the office all day with this little microphone? Hey, Cindy, what's the best book you read this summer? Hi, Barbara, what's the best book you read this? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
Well, yes, I want you to be a real human being, but I also want to know that real estate is your focus. I want to know, if you're marketing yourself as an agent, tell me what you know about your market. Tell me what you know about the overall days on, what is the average days on market? What are the stats? How fast are homes moving in whatever zip code I'm looking at or I'm living in? What is it that I, as either a buyer or seller, need to know so I can best position myself with that information?
Really thinking through points of differentiation and getting away from this term of value and my value. Look, I see these things all the time. These great ideas of stay connected to people and reach out to everyone at holiday time and tell them that you're putting together a cookbook of everyone's favorite recipes. Ask your past clients what their favorite recipe is, and then get all these recipes and you can put it into this book, and then you send them the book for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever. And, with all of your past clients' best recipe. Oh, God, stop it. Seriously? Stop it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, yeah, 3 people write you back. That's a great idea. I love that. Okay, 3 people. The reality is the rest of us out there in the world, are busy living life. You've got to be able to have your world structured digitally correctly so that you're showing up in those levels of searches, because that's how the world is engaging with things. And that continues to accelerate at an incredibly fast pace. When you begin to use artificial intelligence for your own business purposes, well, there's a couple things that you need to remember. It is only as good as an assistive, supportive function to you as the information that you give it.